Alright, good morning once again to our live stream, swag live stream. Today is February 9, 8:31 a.m. Manila time. The weather is clear. It's not cloudy. It's a bit sunny. I hope you can. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So as promised, our discussion for today will be about Melco Crown MCP Sentiment. So why MCP? Maybe because it's a cut-off date from Tirador Exchange or MCP, right? So let's see what's going on. But before that, let me plug my sponsor for today. Right. And of course, so there are two ways to make money in the stock market. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes. It's the same link, YouTube/Vents. Hold on. Wow, I got 17 people watching. So I think this is better than Hangouts. Okay. anyway, let's continue. There are two ways to make money in the stock market. One is through capital gains. Number two is what? Number two is through cash dividends. These are the only ways to make money from the stock market. Anything other than that is called seminars or subscription. But it's not making money from the stock market, it's making money from the investors and traders. So let's go to Melco Crown. So what does these two kind of money making sources has to do with Melco Crown? Well, of course, it's a stock. So you make money from Melco Crown through capital gains or cash dividend. Now the question is, does it pay dividend? I don't know, maybe not. Sometimes. So let me share my screen. Yes. So here's what Melco Crown looks like right now. So anyone of you familiar with swag, the SMA 20 over EMA 13 has already crossed at this point sometime January 28, 2016. So if you bought at this level 1.4, 1.2, you've already gained at 2.4. How much is that? So that's basically 86% in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days. Okay, so if you're familiar with parabolic SAR or SAGO, the parabolic SAR is still bullish, but the swag is about to cross to the sell signal. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to wait for the sell signal, or you want to take profits now? So it's up to you. But if you have already gained 86%, if you already gained 86%, then why not? Then yesterday we discussed the money flow index. Right now, the money flow index is going below 80% overbought. So meaning smart money is going out. Combined with what? Combined with little volume. So price going down with little volume, you might want to hold or you might want to get out. It depends. We don't know. Maybe the SMA 13 over SMA 20 over EMA 13 or cross under EMA 13 will still move up from where it is now. Alright, I'm taking it slow because the network is laggy, as the viewer said. Well, blame it to our infrastructure. We're paying our internet and we have slow internet. Okay, words in the street. MCP might go down to 1.8 this week. All right, sorry about that. All right, maybe this time it's better. Five minutes. So for those who are holding MCP, you might want to hold for another day or another week. But if you're happy with 86% from 1.4, then might as well take the profit, right? Now let's move on to Edge. Okay, my only point of interest in Edge as far as Melco Crown is concerned is the public ownership report. Which, by the way, is first on the list. Interesting. Okay, what do we see in the public ownership report? We see, of course, the people who owns MCP, from directors, officers, uh, principal stockholders, affiliates. So we get affiliates, two affiliates, from government, from banks, employees, lockup shares, and others. But the most important part is the total number of shares owned by the public, which is 1,560,545,527. What does it mean? It means you have these shares are this is the shares that are circulating in the market. I mean, you cannot have the total outstanding shares circulating in the market. You can only have this number of shares that is allowed by the regulation, which is 12% and above. So currently this is 27.653%, which is okay. So what do you want to know about the float, or the total number of shares owned by the public? We want to know how much is, we want to know, or we want to measure, we want to estimate, or we want to make an educated guess who has the most of the shares and who has the least of the shares. Why do you want to know that? Or why do we want to measure that? So that when we go into MCP, we can lower our risk by not being dumped on. Right? So this float, this 1.5 billion shares or something, are these certificated or lodged shares or uplifted shares? That's one question. Okay. One thing is for sure, these shares are tradable in the market, always tradable in the market. So it means it can be entirely uplifted. So this is the politics of the float. How are you going to measure? How are you going to make an educated guess of how much volume are being traded in the market? So that's the only volume you can trade. So if somebody's buying a lot of this, then you know something's going on. But right now, there's about 46.9 million traded as of last Friday. That's a good enough volume actually. And then do we concern ourselves with the fundamentals? Well, let's take a look. Ano? And income is negative. Better than negative. Quarterly is always negative. Everything is negative. So this company is not really performing well. So why do you want to go into this company? Why do you want to buy the stock of MCP? So we can rule out the fundamentals. There's nothing in it. We'll go back to our charts. We have the swag that already crossed over. So what are we waiting for? The death cross. The next crossover will be a death cross. Meaning once the EMA 13 crosses over SMA 20, the price will go down further below 1.8 most likely. So this is basically the overall sentiment for Melco Crown. So by the way, I'm speaking slow because the internet is so slow right now. So, is there a future in MCP? Maybe yes. Once the next cross has passed, then you can start buying again. For now, if you're not holding any MCP, you might want to stay away. What else? Uh, yep. Does it pay cash dividend? No data. Rights. Well, forget about the rights. No. So it doesn't pay dividends. So this is purely speculative play. So what else do we need to look at? MCP is what type of stock? Is it a defensive stock? Or a cyclical stock? It can be a cyclical stock because sometimes it will perform better than the market or perform worse than the market. A defensive stock will always perform along with the market. So what else do you need to know with MCP? As far as swag is concerned, it's a no go. As far as the operators are concerned, maybe it's a go, maybe not. But the smart money is going out. Getting out, by the way. By the way, I turned off the interaction for this live stream so that we can have a faster connection, faster streaming. If you have any question, you can post it after the stream, after the session. Then I'll try my best to answer those. And then once again, stories don't make you money. So if you know any stories about MCP, maybe it's already after the fact. Then even if you want to look at it at a longer term, MCP I think has already bottomed out. You see, 52-week high is 10, 52-week low is 1.15. And once again, it's moving to the region of 1.15. So you might want to wait for the next cross to buy back MCP.